What is going on, Celtics Nation? You are tuned into the Dynasty Proud podcast post game reaction to Jayson Tatum returning for the first time this season since the Achilles was torn in the playoffs versus the New York Knicks. The Celtics win this game by the final score of 120-100, with Jayson Tatum dropping a double-double in his return. Wow. What a great game. What a great day to be a Celtic. If you are tuned in with us right now, listening after this stream, after this game, when, there's millions of other podcasts out there. We appreciate you for tuning in. I am the Parquet Poppy, and this is my boy Adrian here at NBA Swing Pass. Adrian, how are you feeling after the Celtics win? Jayson Tatum coming back. How you feeling, man?
It's a great feeling. We've been waiting. All Celtics fans have been waiting for this electric night. Double on his return. He started getting some of that rust off. He started looking comfortable. It was just, you could sort of sense the energy from the crowd. They were just into this game. It was, like you said, it's a great day to be a Celtics fan. No doubt about it.
The first half was what you'd expect from a player returning for his first game after missing, 300 something days, non-basketball, you know, uh, competition that you're playing out there on the court. And he comes back on first half. Not great, 0 for 6 in the first. A couple of shots that right there where you were hoping to, a couple of plays there in the beginning where you were just itching for Tatum to make his first bucket. He gets stuffed by the rim, unfortunately, on one of them, but that's okay. He's coming back. He's still getting his legs under him, still needs to find his lift. Don't care about the results of the first 6 missed shots. I don't care about that. It was just about him getting back and getting into a rhythm, feeling out the game, and seeing where we go from there. And then in the second half, I believe he hit his first 5 shots in the second half. So, kind of evened out for him there in the second half. And he just played great. He played great all game. I mean, came into this game, we expected him to be a little bit passive, right? He's not, obviously still testing the Achilles now in actual game time NBA action. And I mean, the facilitating was great as well. He was dishing the ball and pulled down 12, 13 rebounds this game as well, just, staying active on the boards. I mean, this is exactly the best outcome of a first game back that you could have expected for a player of Tatum's caliber, and he absolutely delivered. I mean, it wasn't, a 30-point barrage, right? Nothing like that. But everything that was going on this game, Tatum was looking for, for his spots, wasn't being too overly aggressive, trying to really, force the issue of, I got to make my first shot here. Just absolutely played within the game, played within the system. It looked like he didn't miss a beat. It really looked like he didn't miss a beat. We were talking about it this season too. He's going to get plugged into this game, and it's just going to be like, nothing happened, right? I mean, obviously something major, but we said it, right? Like the way Missoula has these guys playing, the system that they're running right now, where they were able to put guys in while Tatum was out, Shireman, Walsh this season, to take those responsibilities, put the responsibilities on into those guys' hands this season, and then basically say hold the fort until Tatum gets here, and then when Tatum is ready, you just plugged him in like it was like he wasn't missing in the first place. It's honestly insane. Um, I, I mean, what else you got for me, man? I mean, I can't
Yeah,
really think of
yeah.
like this was great.
Yeah, it's just Joe just played him just the right amount of minutes. It just got him involved, got him in the flow. Like shake it off in the first half, second half. He started making the shots, 5 in a row, like you said. Seemed a little more aggressive, going downhill a little bit. Corner three with not much space in that corner over there. He looked. It won't take him maybe another game or two before he just really feels comfortable. It didn't seem like he was hesitant. It didn't seem like he was worried about his ankle, his foot, his Achilles. He just seemed very, very comfortable out there, and that's good though. So it won't take him long. on the bad side, we lose Vooch for a month or so with that fractured ring finger. But
Mhm.
the way Kid is playing right now, we should be okay. We should be
I
okay with that.
I think we'll be fine even with Luka Garza coming in, man. I
Yeah,
mean, he came in and just what? He was just draining threes off the bench. Just
yeah,
he comes
yeah,
into the game, he's like, "Oh, Vooch is hurt." Like we talked about this last the last time he came into the game, had 7 offensive rebounds in a prior game, and I was just like
yeah,
saying he's like one of the ultimate stay ready guys, comes
yeah,
into the game, "Oh, you need 7 offensive rebounds. I got you." He comes into this game, he's like, "Oh, Vucevic is down. You need some 3 pointers. You need me to stretch out the floor. Bang, I'll take that shot. Bang, I'll take that shot. Bang, I'll take that shot." He took 3 threes in a row, like on
yeah, yeah,
in 3 like transition opportunities in a row.
yeah.
He was feeling it. But yeah, I am not worried about the depth on this team at all. I think that the Celtics position themselves with the mass exodus of this team to still have like some of the best depth in the NBA right now. It's truly remarkable to see. And then how can you not be excited um, for this team going forward and into the playoffs by plugging Tatum in today? We were just talking about it before we came on here, just saying like the activity from Celtics fans right now is through the roof. I mean, like the engagement. The Celtics fans have woken up. They've arisen from the slumber of this season. No discredit to everything that this team has done without Jayson Tatum this season. No discredit to them at all. Jaylen Brown, an absolute beast. When we came into this season, we were talking about, can he be the guy to, hold the Celtics up while Jayson Tatum is gone if there was a Jayson Tatum return this season? Absolutely 100% passed the test. Everybody on this team passed the test. Like everybody that's on this roster right now deserves like they are going to go down as one of like an all-time Celtic team to do what they did
Hmm.
like with the amount of changes that this team had over the season. I mean, what they've been able to accomplish this season is just you don't see a lot of teams built to do this. So basically, what I'm saying is this should be a team that if you're a Celtics fan, you're going to remember for forever. What they were able to accomplish with no Tatum, and then you get to insert him right back in 20 games before the playoffs and potentially go on a deep playoff run and possibly to the finals. This team deserves all the recognition it gets for the rest of time in Celtics history. Everybody, like the coaches, the front office, the training team, Nick Sang. Nick Sang needs to have his jersey retired. His name needs to be up in the banners for what he's been able to
Yeah,
accomplish with Tatum's recovery and this whole rehab process. Top down, everybody on this organization will be remembered for their work that they did this season. Absolutely. Win or lose, finals, no finals, you know, first round exit in the playoffs. I'm not expecting that. But if that happened, it does not matter. This season is a success no matter what happens this year, win or lose, and to be able to put in this position and be able to be ready for next season too, man, we're going to be seeing a lot of good hoops right now because there are a lot of high IQ players on this team.
yeah. We're just so talented and so deep. New York thought they broke us. Tatum injury beating us in the playoffs. Now we're ahead of them in the standings, and we get Tatum back and for the stretch run. I don't fear anyone in the East.
Nope.
Detroit's beatable. We beat them once. I mean, they have the series edge against us, but they are beatable. They're long, athletic, but Tatum's a difference maker, and we've played them tough in this season in these games, and I don't fear anyone in the East. I mean, we got contributions from Peyton tonight. Derek White's been on a
Yep.
streak. Garza came off the bench, pulling down rebounds and hitting threes. It's just everybody. Nemi's on a roll right now. Nemi's
Facts.
playing the best basketball of in his life right now. He's just on a roll right now. Every game he's getting progressively better. You see it. You see the growth. You see the
Yep.
confidence.
You do.
It's it's this team is, like you said, it's a special team, it's a special unit, and they're a team. That's the key word. I want to emphasize they are a team.
Facts. And the good news about, like, if the Celtics can stay where they're at right now in the standings, stay in that 2 seed, you're not going to have to play Detroit until the later round. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's like you only, if you stay good right now, if you stay doing what you're doing, and just stay above the Knicks, you're not going to see, you're not even going to possibly even see Detroit until you get into the Eastern Conference Finals.
yeah,
So right now, this is a great position for them to be in, because if you want, if Detroit is still favored to come out of the East, and then they're most likely going to stay in their 1 seed, right? You don't have to see them until the final third round or whatever, Eastern Conference Finals, and anything can happen to their team in those first 2 rounds. Injuries, players, just having off series, right? Anything can happen in the
yeah,
playoffs.
yeah.
So you let them go through their bumps and bruises the first 2 rounds. You have a lot of new guys on this team who haven't been really battle tested into deep playoff runs, but you still do have veterans that know what it takes to get through the playoffs and make it to the finals. So a lot of like the variables that can come up in these next 20 games, going into the playoffs, and a lot can happen in the playoffs that you know it's like you said, you're not really scared of anybody else in the East. You stayed in second place this whole time without Jayson Tatum, and now you still have the ability to stay where you're at. These next couple weeks, next month or so, and see where you end up and go from there. And this team has a chance, like just like anybody else in the NBA. So, man, just great games from everyone tonight. I mean, like, just such a great team win, like you said, man. Loved what I was seeing today. I will say, like, Tatum did look a little bit slow. He looked a little slower, right? That's
Yeah.
obviously gonna happen. He's still getting his legs underneath him, but I don't think I saw like any type of rushing. Like, I didn't see him really like too too aggressive, like if there was a loose ball or anything like that,
Mhm.
try to jump forward or anything like that, or really try to like take off and spring. It seemed like a lot of his like he a lot of his movements in this game, he really tried to keep a solid base, especially when he was defending. Didn't really see him like lunging a lot, just stayed in his position, kept a strong base, legs spread out, hands wide, just playing solid defense today as well. And yeah, pretty much like I think he still had it in the back of his mind, like when he's on defense.
Mhm.
If I push off of my leg the wrong way, that's how he snapped it, his
Mhm.
Achilles, right? So
Yeah.
I definitely saw that today from him on defense. But offense, he got to his dribble moves. He got a couple drives to the hoop today, and he looked good. I mean,
Yeah.
he blew past a couple guys on his drives today, which was very surprising to see, for a guy coming back off of an Achilles injury. Um, I think maybe some of the players also were maybe not expecting it, so maybe they weren't ready to play, you know, too intense defense on Tatum, maybe thinking that he was going to try to go a little easy. But I think he shocked a lot of people today, players on the court included. Shocked a lot of people. I mean, came into the game no minutes restriction, but we knew like they were probably going to have
Mhm.
um, a soft minutes restriction, like within the team. Like they know what they're doing. Um, but I mean, he played a decent amount of minutes today. Let's see, in total, what was it at? 27 minutes. I mean, that's about as good as minutes restriction as you can get without calling it a minutes restriction. I think 27
Yeah.
minutes, I think, is like right there. I think that's a perfect number. Really for him, enough to get into the bread and butter of his moves, of what he does on the court, and get that confidence back up. I think if you really limited him today to just 20 minutes, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes this quarter, 5 minutes that quarter, 5 minutes this quarter, 5 minute that quarter, I think it would have been a real letdown to fans. I think also Tatum really wouldn't have wanted that as well. I think that 27 to 29 is a sweet spot right there. I don't really, we'll see what goes into the next game, how much they're going to let him play, if he even plays the next game. The
Yeah.
next game could definitely be like a recovery rehab game for him, just to uh, let his legs cool down a little bit, rest up, recover. So, but still a fantastic game from Tatum today, all things considered.
Yeah, he was just doing everything, rebounding, passing the ball, handling the ball. He was just great all around the game. He was just fitting it in the beginning. He was he was passing it. He was trying to flow in the offense. He looked very, very good, comfortable offensively. Yeah, nothing but positives out of this game. It was an emotional game from obviously, listening to a little bit of that post game with ESPN there, but
Hmm.
yeah, it was a big moment for him.
I think I think like him coming back so fast, and the work that he put in to get to where he is today is it's kind of remarkable. It's kind of like I know, like we say, like you've never seen things like this before, right? Like to exaggerate, but we really have not seen anything like this before. The injury is, you know, back in the day was known as kind of like a career devastating type of injury. Players that would come back from it weren't ever really the same. But the recent examples that we've had from it have also been with superstars that have kind of been a little bit older in their age, right? The most recent I can think of would be uh, Clay Thompson, right? Clay Thompson snaps his Achilles in the finals. Um, ACLs, Achilles, right? And he's never really kind of been the same. He's still a great shot maker, but
Yeah.
his injury, right? He kind of was never the same. He was also older. Then I'm also thinking of like Kevin Durant, right? Kevin Durant snaps his as well. He took about 18 months before he even got back on the court. Just being super cautious with his
Yeah.
recovery. And we also seen DeJounte Murray come back recently from his from I believe he had an Achilles injury as well.
He did.
So he just came back. He was looking decent as well. And then who am I missing? Now we have from the Pacers, Halliburton,
Yeah.
um, possibly on the way. Um, for him as well. Well, actually, no. His case is different because his team isn't really good at all. So I doubt they're gonna have him
Yeah.
come back this season. But all those timelines from the previous guys. I mean, well over a year before they came back. Let's talk. Even going back as far as Kobe as well, right? So a lot has changed in medicine since the Kobe days. As far as Achilles recovery and therapy and surgeries go, and not for nothing, but it's unfortunate that it happened to Tatum so young, but it's fortunate that it did happen to Tatum so young
Mhm.
because Tatum was young, he's younger, healthy, and younger bodies recover at a faster pace.
Yeah.
Especially with how well conditioned he was too. I mean, his body was really like really ready for the whole process of the rehab. It was ready to go. Tatum being in the condition, the peak physical form that he was in was absolutely beneficial to him in this recovery process. And the other guys that we just spoke on, unfortunately, they were kind of like on the later ends, tail, not tail ends, but, mid to later end of their careers. So for it to happen to Jason Tatum, unfortunate, but but fortunate at the same time, as crazy as it is to say, because without him being as young as he is, like I said, all that stuff isn't gonna, it all plays into the recovery process. And then the fact of getting the surgery so fast, right
Mhm.
after he suffered it, contributed as well. And Nick Sang, and Nick Sang as well, having him. I mean, the guy is probably one of the best trainers in the world, as far as getting Tatum ready and for this season, and just always being there for him by his side. The guy is absolutely an asset to the Boston Celtics, and so glad after Brad Stevens was hired, he got Nick Sang back from the New England Patriots, where he went for only a year to go be with that team. So we are super super lucky that we have that guy by Tatum's side helping out.
Yeah, I know the surgery. What was the next day or something? Like in the afternoon. That I know he. It was part of that documentary too. He mentioned the doctor looked at his clock. He said, "I have time at 3 o'clock if you want to do it." No, it was that quick, and it helps in the recovery, like you said. Um, yeah, and he wasn't going to come back unless he was 100% sure. He could play at his own certain level, his own certain standard. So yeah, speedy recovery. Just a
Hmm.
matter of time before he gets more and more comfortable out there. Doesn't seem like he's too far off from that. It was just great to see him out there, and I know Celtic Nation, Celtic Twitter, everyone's just excited to see him back out on the court.
Man, you really like when Tatum went down, you really learned to appreciate his hoops, and just learned like how lucky we were and how lucky we still are to have him on this team. Um, it just felt like it feels like anything is possible for this team right now. Um, for Tatum to do what he did is just super inspiring. It should inspire a lot of the guys, a lot of the teammates on that team to want to play for him, to want to play for each other. Like the fact that Tatum wanted to do this and attack this rehab and get out there with his guys and play with them. Um, they should all be relishing in that fact that they are fortunate to be playing with two all-stars, two MVP caliber type wings on the team that can help them and help elevate everyone's abilities on the court. And yeah, we played Dallas today. This was a nice little easy soft comeback for Tatum to come into this game and play kind of like one of the worst teams in the NBA, right? Help him get his legs underneath, get started with the process of playing better competition, getting the body ready for more intense competition. So we're gonna see what happens. When we have to play, the better teams right now in the NBA, and go from there, right? Like this was like a nice little um, you know, control game right here. So you see
Mhm.
what you got with Tatum in the control game, and basically what can you improve on, and then go from there and see what we got with these other games, and try to adjust and adjust the game on the fly heading into the playoffs. So there's going to be a lot. These games, I don't think they're all going to look the same
No.
at all. So it's just going to differ depending on opponent, but right now this was honestly um, the best you could get with the situation that you have, and I honestly I think it was a great comeback performance. This is um, you know this is as good as it can get right now for a guy coming off a devastating
Yeah.
Achilles injury for sure.
Yeah, and what he does for his teammates, he'll ease everyone. Everyone will take, a deep breath and say we have our safety net. We have a guy we can count on, we can depend on. Not to say Jalen's not that guy either. Now they have two. But, the Derek Whites, the Peyton Pritchards, they play off each other. Everyone plays off each other. All these guys have played together, and it just brings us comfort level. And all these guys are comfortable with one another, and it helps everyone. It helps the coaches. It helps everyone, everyone, players, coaches, everyone.
Yeah, man. I'm sure JB has to be feeling great as well that he has his boy back on the court with him to help him out, cuz as great as they were playing, right? No discredit to them or anything this season. But trying to get through an entire playoff run without Jason Tatum, um and trying to make it to the finals. It's going to be a tall task
Mhm.
for the team, right?
Yeah.
The competition gets better, gets more intense. A lot of guys are out there on that court fighting for their playoff lives, for the chance to make it to the NBA finals and cement themselves in NBA history. Um,
Mhm.
was it's not going to be easy by any shot, even with Tatum on the team. But the level that the Celtics would have had to reach night in and night out during the playoffs was gonna be difficult. Not to say that they can't get out the first round, but getting out the second round is hard too. A lot of teams with talented rosters. We look at Philadelphia, who has had Embiid, Maxey, and the players that they've had on their teams over the years still fail to make it out of the second round. Um, but we've seen the Celtics historically with the two J's make it to Eastern Conference Final after Eastern Conference Final, couple finals under their belt with a win. Um, for Jalen to try and do that on his own was going to be a tall task with the roster that we have.
Mhm.
With Tatum back now, it absolutely, even though he's not at 100%, he's still a force. I mean, what he was able to do today, I mean, just active on the rebounds. I mean, we talked about it this season. You throw a guy that's going to get you 10 to 12 rebounds a game on this team, and assisting as well. I mean, dropped what, 7, 8 assists, and
Yeah.
dropped 15 or whatever. But I mean, you add that to the team, a perennial first team NBA All NBA, or I mean, it's just the team can go way farther now with Tatum than it would have been without him. But it's no discredit to the guys because they've been playing a great regular season, and this is just proof that regular seasons matter in the grand scheme of things. A lot, you can say it doesn't matter, it blah blah blah. It absolutely helps, right? Because
Yeah.
the Celtics stay 1 through 4, they're carrying home court advantage through the playoffs. Depending on the final record, if they get to the finals, that determines what the home court advantage in the finals. So to say the regular season doesn't matter is absolutely preposterous, because if the regular season didn't matter, the Celtics wouldn't have been trying to stay in the position that they're in
Mhm.
before Tatum got back. So, um, you know, he makes their lives infinitely easier. Even though Jaylen Brown has been amazing this season, no discredit to him. We'll respect Jaylen Brown forever. I will never say another bad thing about Jaylen Brown in my lifetime. I will criticize, bad play and sloppy effort and stuff like that, but I'll never question his heart, his heart in Boston. Never gonna ever judge him, comment, or say anything about that. I watched the man drop 50 points on Kawhi Leonard's and James Harden's head in LA this season. I'm never going to slander that man or talk bad about him again, man. I mean, the guy was an absolute dog this season before, and still is. He's still going to remain an absolute dog this season. And now he gets to be that absolute dog with Jayson Tatum by his side to help him carry that load. It's as a Celtics fan, this is the best scenario you could be in after a season where you get bounced by the Knicks, you lose a shit ton of your team, and here you are, Jayson Tatum coming back, dropping a double double, and looking good, looking good. I mean, he started. They had him start the game today.
Mhm. Yeah.
He didn't come off the bench. He did. I mean, he said it in the documentary. I'm not coming back to be a role player, and
Yeah.
he absolutely meant it. I mean, the amount of work they've been doing behind the scenes, prepping
Yeah.
Tatum for this start is insane. Like, to be able to keep this under wraps this whole time, with what you've been doing off the court, it's just insane to me.
Yeah, everything's just perfect. I mean, he comes back at the perfect time. Wind down the regular season into the playoffs. Get a fresh Jason Tatum in the playoffs. We're rolling. I mean, JB's carried us to this point, and now that you get to do it together, 1, 2. Um, you get Peyton to turn it around a little bit. He had a couple of bad nights, but he's a good enough player where he's gonna, play well for most part. Derek White's on a streak. it's all going up. I mean, we're trending up, and teams. I mean, the past 20 games where I don't even know we're like 17-3 or something crazy like that. We're just balling out right now, and to get Jayson Tatum back at this point, it's icing on the cake.
And the fact that the Celtics have been able to remain top 5 offense this year, top
Yeah.
I think it's top 5. And then defense is as absolutely top 10 defense right now. I think they were like 7th best defense or something in the NBA. To be able to do all that, and then you get to plug Jayson Tatum into that, and that could potentially make you even better. I mean, it's just crazy. And we saw, like, even with Tatum back today, guys, the other guys were still making amazing plays today, still playing great basketball. Like, Hugo Gonzalez was amazing today.
Oh yeah.
Namish Keita was amazing today. Baylor Shireman kind of doing his thing a little bit in this game as well. Jaylen Brown absolutely making some amazing cuts today to the hoop. Just doing things that, like, it just feels natural. Like, it looked natural to them. Even though, Tatum was kind of struggling in that first half, they were kind of trying to get him integrated. By the second half, it looked like they had figured it out. It looked like they
Yeah.
basically were operating like how they used to operate, just with a whole bunch of different guys on this team in different roles, doing different things, and still executing at a high level at those things. It is just, man, good hoops, man. Good hoops this year. And the fact that we get to see even more good hoops with Jayson Tatum is just incredible. Let's take a look at the box score since we started talking about the other guys here. Yeah, here we go. Jayson Tatum today with the start, 27 minutes, 15 points, 6 of 16 from the field, and 3 of 8 from the three. 12 rebounds, 7 assists, a couple turnovers, a steal, and he was a plus 20 on the game. Plus 20 on the game. I mean, a 15, 12, and 7 night coming back from an Achilles tear, starting 27 minutes, 6 of 16, 3 of 8 from three, a little under 50% from three. Dude, I'll take that. I will take that any single day from a player coming off of a devastating injury like that.
Yeah.
That if he's doing that on the first game back, come on, man. It's only going to get better. Only going to get better. I mean, I don't even have to say. That's just obvious. Everybody knows he's going to be better than what he played today in due time, right? He might have some stinkers too, right? Like he could, like, there could be some games where he comes back where he's maybe dropping 10, 12. Nothing great, but nothing to snooze at either. All things considered, right? Sam Hauser today, 2 of 8 from the 3-point line, only dropped 6 points, and brought down some 5 rebounds and had a couple of blocks today. He was okay. He was okay. He was playing a little bit of defense today, and he did great. So we have Namish Keita today, who balled out today, 6 of 8 from the field, 16 points in 26 minutes, and he pulled down 15 rebounds along with Jayson Tatum's 12. I mean, if Nemi is still pulling down these double-digit rebounds, I mean, and then you add Tatum into the mix with that starting unit, and he's pulling down 10 to 12 a game. I mean, these guys are, I think they were saying it today in the broadcast, like one of the better rebounding teams this year, which at the beginning of the year, I never thought we would have been saying this at this point of the season.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
It was tough to watch the rebounding the first couple weeks of the season, but man, has it turned around within the last couple months. And yeah, we still need, and we're still gonna see that too. Like, Namish Keita is playing, like you said, some of the best basketball of his career, bro, and he's only gonna get better. Now he's playing with Tatum again. This unit is built to last. Derek White today playing a great game defensively, offensively, 20 points. It's like you said, man. It just seems like he's been finding himself recently, these last couple weeks. Now you're adding Tatum back into the fold. His elite playmaking, his ability to draw gravity, um, and get defenders to react and bite to him to make it easier for Derek White. It's really just it really feels like it's gonna go back to how it used to be.
Yeah.
And man, 4 rebounds for Derek, 4 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, and a team high plus 23. I mean, this is a great game from Derek White.
Yeah.
Everybody in that starting unit, besides Sam Hauser, played really, really well tonight. Jaylen Brown, 24 points, 9 to 17 from the field, 2 of 5 from three. Was aggressive, got to the line 6 times, made 4, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 turnovers. That's okay. A couple of steals, and a plus 20 on this game. Really, still like he's having one of the better passing years of his career right now for
Mhm.
Jaylen, and that continued today. With Tatum being back, there were some nice dishes from Jayson Tatum to Jaylen Brown in this game, and Jaylen Brown, trying to get Tatum some shots. Uh, Unfortunately, there was a lob that could have been a little bit cleaner that would have absolutely torn the roof off of TD
Mm.
Garden.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Jayson Tatum wasn't able to handle it. It was a little bit of a high pass, but they were able to get it back, and Tatum, I believe, scored on it anyways, or somebody scored on it. So no harm, no foul, no one got injured. I think that was what I was kind of like scared about
Mm.
when I saw that lob go up, because I was like, oh, that
Yeah.
looks a little off. Like, hopefully Tatum doesn't
Mm.
get hurt coming back down trying to get that. Luckily, held my breath. Nothing bad happened. But there was a lot of shots this game, man, too, where Tatum was taking from the three that I was just like,
Yeah.
please don't step under him. Please don't step under his foot.
Oh yeah.
Please.
True.
So, 8 threes is nothing to sleep at, right? That's 8 attempts. That's 8 opportunities to go up and somebody come under your foot and land underneath you.
Mm.
And I'm not gonna lie. Every time I saw him take a three, I clinched.
Mm.
Because why? How couldn't you? How couldn't you? I mean,
Mm.
it felt like every possession I was hanging on to when Tatum was holding that ball today. Just really just all right, come on, don't let nothing bad happen here. Don't let a tweak happen or something. It was just
Yeah.
anytime he touched the ball today, I think there was the excitement, but the nervousness as well that came with it. Let's see. For the other guys, I'm just gonna get into the guys that contributed the most. Luka Garza, 18 minutes off the bench, 10 points, came in and was just raining threes. Right, made his first two. I believe it was his first two, or maybe it was like the second and third shot. He was kind of like trying to see if he was on fire a little bit there,
Yep.
going up against Najee Marshall. Najee Marshall was the guy who was kind of going at. It was a nice little drawing sesh that they had. Then they were going 3 for 3 on each other, so that was kind of fun to watch a little bit. But yeah, 10 points off the bench, 3 rebounds, and assist. And he gave you a little bit. He gave you a little bit of scoring off that bench, along with Pritchard, who had 34 minutes, 18 points, 8 of 17 from the field, 2 of 8 from three. The 3-point shot hasn't been treating Pritchard well lately.
Mm.
I mean, just the shooting in general hasn't really been treating
Yeah.
him well. But it was nice to see him after that first half, kind of like stop dribbling. I had mentioned it, like
Mm.
he needs to be more decisive,
Yeah.
aggressive, because man, he's been dribbling the air out of the ball a lot lately. But that second half, I think he really calmed down and really seemed to find his spots. Definitely was attacking a little more in the paint. Took a couple of mid ranges that went in as well. But he did make some threes at some like pretty crucial times. So those 2 threes that he made were kind of like when Dallas was still keeping it within like about 10 points. Maybe dropping it within single digits, but then Pritchard was able to like kind of like push the Celtics back over and keep it within keep the Mavericks at a distance. He pulled down 7 rebounds, had 6 assists as well. So another nice little playmaking from him today. Getting active on the boards, and he only had a turnover and a couple blocks too. Luka Garza with 2 blocks, Peyton Pritchard with a couple blocks. So, just really, really good defense coming out of this team. Baylor Shireman, 21 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from downtown, rebounds, 2 assists, and he was even for the game. But like I said, his minutes, he's really, really in there for his defense now lately.
Yeah.
And then Hugo Gonzalez, a nice, fun little 19 minutes from Hugo Gonzalez today, had 6 points, 2 of 4 from the field, and 2 of 3 from the 3-point line. He was able to get some open looks out there, and absolutely no hesitation, just taking the shot, draining it. And it's just really good stuff from him today. He had 2 rebounds, a couple of assists, and a nice little block in this game as well. Did he slam? He slammed it today, right? Like, am I tripping?
I'm trying to remember.
Nah, he just
made 2 3-pointers.
Just 2 3-pointers. Yeah. But man, there was a play that I cannot remember what he did, but I went. Oh, it was a block. It was his block shot.
It's a chase down block. Yeah,
the chase down block. That was. I mean, these guys, man, they're just absolutely crazy on the defensive end, and I'm here for it. The Missoula has been coaching these guys up on defense, and it was another beautiful defensive display today. They really bothered Cooper Flagg. Actually, let me get back into what did Cooper Flagg get today. Let's take a look over there. Middleton, 7 points. Powell, 2 points. PJ Washington, 5 points. Cooper Flagg, 16. Not the best shooting night from Cooper Flagg tonight. Yeah. I mean, this is a testament to the defense. Tatum coming back off the injury. Cooper Flagg back from his injury. 2 games back from his injury now. First time playing in TD Garden, and they absolutely hounded him. They were saying, sorry, man, we know you're from Maine. We know this is your team, but this is Jayson Tatum's night. And we're just absolutely going to lock you down. If you try to get to the rim, we're just absolutely going to beat the shit out of you if you're trying to get anything low. I mean, they were absolutely playing physical with him underneath the hoop. There was plenty of times where I thought like the refs were just swallowing the whistle.
Yeah.
They were not going to let Cooper Flagg really try to will this team into this game, knowing that Tatum was coming back. On ESPN, national recognition. I mean, they played the Celtics intros today, the starting lineups. ESPN usually never does that. That just goes to show you like the status and stature that Tatum carries in this league. It's face of the league type shit. Being able for the network, who normally doesn't do that, because it's really been NBC has been the one really doing that this season. It's one of the things that ESPN has really never done in their history of covering the NBA games, which is why NBC's whole thing, their whole shtick was, we're going to be doing the intros because this is what it used to be like when we used to cover the game. Like they used to do Jordan's intros, other teams' intros, and ESPN has historically never done that. So for them to do that this game just shows like how much weight Tatum carries in this league.
True.
So like I said, it was going to be nearly impossible for Cooper Flagg to really get anything from the referees this game. You could see it in his face. He was absolutely frustrated this game. Just a lot of contact that he thought should have been called, which he probably, in another time, it probably would have been called. If this wasn't Tatum's comeback game, he might have a case. This could be a totally different game. But the Celtics, after losing the way they did last game to Charlotte, just absolutely turned up the defense on this Mavericks team because it was a pretty close game in that first half, but the Celtics definitely just made sure that they turned the water off for the Mavericks because the Celtics were holding teams to under 100 for a while there for a pretty good stretch of games. I think it was about 5-6 games that they were holding opponents under 100. They play Charlotte. Charlotte absolutely goes crazy on them, and I think that was a nice little kick in the face for them. Little reality check for them to hey, we can't let Cooper Flag, Rookie of the Year candidate, come in here and try to dictate what's going on in this game on Tatum's night back. And the team just absolutely came out and played solid defense today. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, Cooper Flag, you see the talent there. He just has to get stronger. Teams
Mm-hmm.
are going to playing physical just because he doesn't have the girth, the strength, right at this point. But
Right.
yeah, Dallas is just that they're not a team that's built to win right now. So
Right.
thumbs up to him. He's out there trying to compete, but it's a bad homecoming for him. Obviously, it was Jason
Mm-hmm.
Tatum night. This game was hyped from Gatorade commercials. They had everything going. Like you said,
Yeah.
the Celtics weren't going to lose this game no matter what. So, yeah.
Yeah. You know, not a great shooting night from the Dallas Mavericks. They shot 41% overall. Um, but most of the bulk of their points were coming from the bench today. Let's see, Najee Marshall dropped in 13 of his own. Klay Thompson just coming off the bench, just sinking threes, just pretending like he was back on Golden State for some reason today. I guess that's what happens when he plays the Celtics, right? He
Yeah.
he he actually likes playing in TD Garden. He usually does historically well there. Him and Steph Curry, but Brandon Williams 11 points, and yeah, just a good chunk of your points right there came off of your bench. So not the greatest showing defense against the bench mob today, but they held the starters. They held the starters in check, which if they wouldn't have done that, then that the bench scoring could have kind of been devastating for the team today. But our starters did well, and our second unit with Garza and Pritchard came in and contributed what they needed to do as well. And yeah, just what do we shoot overall? 47%. Not the greatest night from 33%. Um, but yeah, we still made made the same amount of free throws, but at a lesser percentage, but that's okay. Anyways, yeah, man. You could just tell. Actually, I want to get back to Cooper Flag a little bit.
Mhm.
There were a couple times where Tatum was guarding him today,
Yeah.
and I thought actually everybody that Tatum guarded today, he kind of like held his own. There was a couple of tic tacky fouls, but I thought Tatum did decent on the defense. And I mean, Tatum was playing kind of like slower on defense, and the couple of times that he had to guard Cooper Flag, even with Tatum at like 75%, 80% of what he is right now, he looked good.
Yeah.
He looked good guarding Cooper Flag, he's a rookie, right?
Yeah.
But 75% of Tatum still being able to hold one of the Rookie of the Year candidates, um, you know, to the scoring that he did. Um, you know, for Tatum to do that at like 75-80%, man, it's just crazy. And it's only gonna get better as the time goes on. And yeah, I'm just still can't get over this display that
Mhm.
Tatum put on today. Um, there's going to be so many people who are going to go and try to hate on this
Mhm.
performance, who are going to try to talk shit on this performance,
Yeah.
and basically just trying to troll for engagement and rage bait. This is a solid performance from Tatum. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. Your eyes do not deceive you. That was a good game from him. And if you and that's all you have to know. All right. Like
Yeah.
that's all you have to know. This wasn't I know the hype and everything was there, from the Jordan ads, the Gatorade ads. They put them out there to get you hyped, right? But they're not putting them out. They're not putting expectations on Tatum. They weren't saying Tatum's going to come back and he's dropping 30 the first game. Get ready to see Tatum the way he used to be. It's realistic. Basketball fans know that wasn't going to be the outcome. Would it have been amazing? Yeah, of course it would have. It would have been a great story for him to come out and drop 25 to 30 points, double double or triple double, right? But the reality of it is this is a basketball player coming back to a team, getting his first reps, playing basketball again, against a opponent that hasn't been the best, and those results that you get from him, you can't be more proud. You can't be more happy for the guy. I mean, this is going to help break that mental barrier that he was probably having that first half of, getting his legs underneath him, making his first shot, playing defense, pushing off, seeing how the calf and the Achilles reacts to it. That's all. Like, if Tatum could have gotten through this game with 0 points and 5 rebounds and 4 assists, that still would have been a success in my book, to me personally, because you like this is unprecedented. I know people have called him the anomaly. I've hated that nickname. I think it's a bad nickname, but I can't disagree with the premise of it anymore, because his return is kind of an anomaly. Everything that he's done in his career has kind of been an anomaly. Man, I wish it was a better nickname for it, but it makes sense. It makes sense for Tatum. It makes sense for everything about his brand. Just the stuff that he's been able to do, man. He's a first player signed to Team Jordan to win a championship signed under Jordan brand. That's an anomaly. He comes back from his injury 10 months after hurting it. That's an anomaly. His size for his position, his shooting ability, his defensive ability for his size and stature, an anomaly. Like, it's just what a player to have on this Celtics team, man. It's crazy.
Very, very fortunate to have him. I mean, LA dropped the bag in that 2017 draft. I mean, they could have had him, but lucky for us, we had him. We drafted him, Danny Ainge. Um, he just passed the eye test tonight for me. I mean, he just looked so engaged in the game. He didn't seem nervous. He didn't seem hesitant. Eye test, check the box, and they'll review film and see what he can do better and see what the team can do better around him and
Yeah.
get him ready for the playoffs. I mean, I'm ready for the playoffs. Let's start it now. I mean, I'm at that point right now because I
I'm not
love a team.
I'm not really at there right now. I would love the playoffs to start right. If we could start the playoffs right now and Jayson Tatum was 100% ready to go, yes, let's start it right now. I can take the next 20 something games for him to get ready, though, for sure. Next game is at the Cavaliers, and that is a 10 a.m. 10 a.m. game for me. I don't think Tatum plays that one. Early start, right? So 1 p.m. Eastern game right there, on the 8th, 2 days away. I don't know. I think maybe Tatum takes I think we're gonna see the right Achilles rehab, right or left Achilles. I can't even
Right.
remember anymore. The
Right.
right, yeah. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna see right Achilles rehab on the upcoming injury report, and maybe we don't see Tatum playing that early game just to give him a little bit more extra rest going into another game, which would be, who's after that? The cat after the Cavs, it'll be the Spurs. So you get a couple, 3-4 days of rest between the next game. I think we see him come back against Wemby. Um, these this day off and then playing the next day. I think the Celtics might be a little bit smart about this and want to go ahead and give Tatum that extra little bit of rest, get some work in practice, and then go from there. Yeah. Let me see. Let me see if we got anything post game right now.
So I got 55 notifications. My it's blowing up right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Everybody was going crazy on the love today.
Mm-hmm.
See, I got like 831 likes on my on the Jayson Tatum available post right there. Like everybody was going crazy. Like just super excited to watch Jayson Tatum play basketball again, man. Just can't believe this is my life. Oh dang. You know what I need to do? Where's the Mavs? I gotta go to the Mavs, man. I gotta drop a meme. I can't believe I forgot. Where's the Mavs? Man, how'd you feel? How'd you feel about Kyrie sitting there having to watch all that?
Yeah, good for him. Good for him. Yeah, I don't want to see him step on that parquet floor again.
Yeah,
It
man.
was bad for us. Bad for us. Such a talented guy, man. Such talent. He can handle a basketball like I've never seen, but he's just head case.
He's been in Celtics hell since he stomped on Lucky, man.
Mhm.
Like that
Yeah.
guy. That guy is seeing ghosts when he steps on that parquet, man. Like it's crazy right now. But yeah, man. Not really much more to say. I need to go and I need to like bask in all the Jayson Tatum propaganda and
Mhm.
post game memes. And I just need to go relish in that. I need to go read all the post game uh, interviews. I need to see it all. I need to see the fan base, how they're feeling right now. I gotta. I'm like fiending for more Celtics content right now. Fiending for more Jayson Tatum basketball. All right, my man. I think
All
that's
right.
gonna be. I think that's gonna be it for the night. We will see if Jayson Tatum plays against the Cavaliers coming up. I think he's not gonna play. I could be wrong, but here we go, man. Jayson Tatum is back. We are prepped to go to the playoffs now. We have all the pieces here, minus Jordan Walsh for now, minus Vucevic. But Vucevic comes back within the next month. They were saying he got the surgery. He's going to get the surgery for his finger, and he should be ready to go in a month. Man, this team is ready for a playoff run. I cannot be more excited. If you're a Celtics fan and you've been tuned in this entire season, you got to be feeling on cloud nine right now to be able to watch what this team was doing. Then you put Tatum back on the team, and here we go. Here we go, man. Appreciate you if you tuned in today to watch our post game. There's so many other post games going on right now talking about the Jayson Tatum coverage. So if you were here and you liked what you heard, what you tuned into today, we appreciate the support. If you could give us a follow at Parquet Poppy, at NBA Swing Pass, and at Dynasty Proud 18. If you are so inclined to follow anything else Boston sports related, Boston Sports Entertainment Network is our network at BSEN_617, and you can get more amazing Boston sports content from everybody here on the team who's grinding, trying to get us out there. So if you watched on YouTube, if you watched over here on X, just hit that follow, hit that notification bell. And hit us up, man. We're super cool, chill guys that just want to talk some hoops. Give us some love out there on Twitter. We'll give you some love back. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Jayson Tatum is back. Here we go. As always, go Celtics, and peace out, everyone. Take care. We'll see y'all in the next post game. Peace out.
Ends tonight here. It's over. Time to say it again, Boston. Anything's possible. Banner number 18 has been secured. The Celtics are NBA champions.